So people, keep on learning. I don't know the words of that song. I'm a little high right now, but I just wanted to jump on here real quick and talk to you for a moment, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I realized that, motherfuckers gonna goddamn, you know what I'm saying, gonna goddamn be what the fuck they gonna goddamn be. You just gotta let that shit be what it's gonna goddamn be, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you just let that shit be what it's gonna goddamn be. Yeah. Sometimes that shit just gonna be what the fuck that shit gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You just can't even worry about that shit. You just can't even worry about that shit. You really be shocked. You just can't even worry about that shit, huh? Yeah, man. That's what that shit is about, bro. A lot of shit right now. A doggone camera, goddamn microphone jack language ain't working so much today. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that bit back to Billy Lie. Elite bit back there. See what's going on with it. For the three microphones on it's not working on it. So, I got it back. Things like maybe September. I can't remember. October or something like that. When I got that in, I had put that 3-year going on. So I talked to him and he was like, man, you just gonna take you back. How's that doing? Yeah, so you ain't never want to do this if you get this and that. It's the audio jack, it's like, it just ain't really, it's jagged and jacked up. I don't know, it's funny, it's just I'm not gonna put in it. It matters.
Did you know Big Sam Presents is available on iHeartRadio? That's right. You can put iHeartRadio in your internet browser and/or download the app and look up Big Sam Presents with a Z at the end of Presents, and you will be able to listen to my podcast, now available streaming on iHeartRadio. Take your ass to iHeartRadio and subscribe to my damn podcast. I appreciate you, baby.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get my podcast off the ground, Big Sam Presents Raw, I had lots of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? Well, the answers to every one of those questions is very simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. Yo, it is a dope platform. Mad easy. You just use your iPhone or your smartphone or your computer. Record, press record. You don't even need to buy a mic or nothing. Upload the joint, put a little bit of literature in there for your description, send it out, share it with people, collect money. So if you always wanted to start your own podcast, making money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. All right. To join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. ANCHOR.FM/START. Can't wait to connect with you. Vibe with me.
What up, everybody? It's your homie Big Sam. Just giving you a heads up and a reminder. If you are on Facebook, you need to find me. That's right. You need to find me, Big Sam. I have a couple of groups that I want you to come, join, participate, engage, leave comments in the group, share posts that are in the group, and respond to the goddamn posts. You know, likes, loves, laughter, and all that good stuff. Invite your friends, but engage. Don't just come in and be no damn wallflower. You could be a wallflower. You could be what you want to be. It's your thing. But I am asking for some social media interaction. Like I said, on Facebook, I have some groups. One is hashtag VIBEWITHME, VIBEWITHME, hashtag VIBEWITHME. That's one of my groups. Then I have a group called, well, it would probably help if I took out my goddamn phone and looked at it at the shit that I have did in my did. Vibe with Me is my main group. That's like the group I started. But, excuse me, it's not that active. It's not that active. I do forget about it sometimes. Not even gonna lie about the shit. Hey, it is what it is. At least I'm telling you, goddamn it, this is what the fuck it is. All right, anyway. Then I have another group called Podcast, PODCASTS. But really, fuck that. I need y'all to pay attention to Vibe With Me. Yeah, that group on my Facebook. Because that's my group, goddammit. I think I need to take a shit. Oh, I just farted. Oh, man. You ever fart so hard that you had to lift your body up to let the air come out because there was so much fucking pressure coming out your asshole that it was a little like it was bouncing off the seat and reverberating through your cheeks to your colon? So you had to relieve some of that pressure so you didn't feel like you was getting fucked in your ass? Oh, okay. Man, don't act like I'm the only one that be thinking about this shit. You be thinking about it. You might not say it, but you be thinking about it. Anyway, you need to check out my Facebook page, my Facebook group, hashtag Vibe With Me. I do also have a Facebook business page called Big Sam Presents. Big Sam Presents. From time to time, I post shit on there. I do forget about that shit. But then I also got my regular Facebook, Big Sam. Actually, I got about 27,000 Facebook accounts. I don't know. I got a bunch of them. But yeah, go and get in that Facebook group. Connect with me. Talk to me. Vibe with me. As well as you need to get on MeWe. That's another app. MEWE. Yeah, I'm all over social media, goddammit. Find me on social media and interact. Oh, yeah, I'm launching a radio station. That's right. Big Sam is going to have 2 radio stations, in fact. I'm going to have 2 radio stations. One is for ASMR sounds to include oceans, winds, water, rain, things of that nature. And I'll also have ASMR of me speaking and brushing my hair and whatever else I choose to. If you don't know what ASMR is, you guys need to goddamn look that shit up. Actually, someone put me onto it some time ago on accident. I did that shit on accident, but, you know, it's cool. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Now, if I didn't enunciate all them damn words properly, you're going to be all right. But, yeah, I do the ASMR. I got a YouTube channel, Big Sam Presents, and I have some ASMR videos on there, me making mazes. I got to get back into that shit. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I just get distracted and I forget about the cool shit that I got. I could do an ASMR today on my goddamn horror. brushing my hair, brushing my hair. Oh man, did you like how that sounded? Yep, I am launching a radio station. In the process of doing all that shit. It probably will not launch until April. I think that's when I'm gonna actually launch it. I don't know, who knows? I'll get spontaneous and just be doing shit. Case in point, this was supposed to have been a promo for my social media, and now it just turned into me just rambling. And I don't feel like editing this shit and cutting it up. So I'm going to put it on all my podcasts. Say, what the hell is this man talking about? It don't even matter. It don't even. Welcome to Big Sam Presents Raw, my podcast. Peace out, bitches.
Tell everybody your name.
Shit, my name is Jamal B. I gotta go by the name of JVBIHH. JVB.
JVB?
JVB. BIHH.
That's what's up, man. What are you into, man? What do you do?
Man, I'm a rapper, man. I'm from Texas. I've been doing this about 2-3 years now.
That's what's good, man. Tell everybody your social media outlets, how they can follow you, how they can contact you, how they can request you for a show, studio work, all that stuff, man.
Okay. You can follow me on Instagram, JV_BIHH. You can follow me on Twitter the same exact way. You can follow me on Facebook, JAMORRIS, last name VEASLEY. You can contact me at 903-01.
Say that number again. The phone went out.
903-371-3241. For booking, you can email me or call me. My email is promise without the E at the end, unique17@gmail.com.
Interesting, man. So tell us a little bit about your music, man. What's your message? What are you trying to do, man?
Man, I'm just a young black brother, man, with I got a lot of stuff to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets, you know what I'm saying? I done seen it all, man. I'm just giving my side of the story.
That's what's good, man. What are some of your influences musically?
Well, you know, I look at music as a voice to be heard, because so many people listen to music nowadays, you know, so you got to deliver your message strong and get it understood.
Interesting. So, from your perspective, how would you categorize the impact of hip-hop on the culture of America?
Well, the thing about it nowadays and the old days, really ain't nothing like that. The old days, because back in the old days, you know, music used to have a clarity to it. It used to have a meaning. It used to stand for something. Now people just generate music, you know what I'm saying, for sales and just to to get money, but ain't nobody talking about nothing, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring hip-hop back.
Right, but like culturally, what kind of influence do you feel hip-hop has on the culture in North America?
Well, you know, the culture is dope right now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got the swag, you know, everybody got the look. It's real nice, you know what I'm saying? Besides, you know what I'm saying, the little bull crap rap beefs that be going on. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like the culture is dope.
So how for you as an artist, what are some ways that you're going to capitalize on the impact that hip hop has on the culture? How do you monetize that as you build your brand and promote your music, promote your message?
Well, you know what, I'm a person, you know what I'm saying. I don't follow ways. I create my own, you know what I'm saying. I'm trending like last year. You see what I'm saying? So I guess I say that to say this right here, that I'm trying to bring something different besides just always talking about the same thing that's going around right now. You know what I'm saying? I want, like I say, mine will have a meaning. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the struggle. You know what I'm saying? I want to teach people, you know what I'm saying, that you can make it out the struggle.
All right, so elaborate on that. Like, what are some ways to get out of the struggle that you have explored and has worked for you? You know, like this is an opportunity to kind of get people to buy into you, you know, so they can start following you and understand where you come from
And when they start to explore your music, by them listening to what you're saying right now, it can help them resonate a little bit better, or spark interest in what you got going on. I'm trying to open up people's minds to be able, all walks, all backgrounds, it don't matter, to listen to what you have to say. A lot of times people judge hip hop like, oh, well, I can't understand it or whatever. So now you have an opportunity to kind of brief people to really spark their interest and get people to really like pay attention to what you have to say. I mean, you got a story, so you try to expound on that.
Okay, well, say this right here, man. I was a high school dropout. You know what I'm saying? When I was 19, I went to prison. Chasing that sack, selling drugs and robbing and all that, I got blessed with a second chance, and what I did was I dropped to my knees and I asked God for forgiveness to show me the right. I stopped trying to do everything through men and learn that, with faith in Jesus, it can go a whole lot farther. I come from a house where my little cousins and my brothers and all that stay with my grandma. It's like 20 kids in the household. So they let you know that, we sleeping on floors, and if you can't get in the bed, you're sleeping on the couch or something, So like I say, it's get your education, man. The streets ain't for everybody, Some people bred and like me, I'm born in the streets, but the streets ain't the only one out, Get your education and try to go somewhere farther, Get you some college, earn something, Get you a trade, instead of just thinking because you hear a rapper talking about how he sold dope, or you watching these movies seeing people sell dope and robbing. That ain't the lifestyle that you have to take. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. So, people listening and thinking, man, all right, it's easier said than done. I want to get out the game. I really don't know how to. So what's that first step when a person is contemplating, they want to change their lifestyle? What would you tell them to encourage them to really make that first step and don't just think about it? What could you say to get that person to go ahead and jump on out there and do what they got to do?
Okay, it's really good. It's good that you asked that question, because I say that to say this right here. I made a couple $100,000, selling drugs when I went to the pen. I lost everything. Then I came home. I still had homeboys that was still in position. They had millions of dollars from selling drugs and everything. And who didn't know how to win. And I don't think, and they had the money to stop, but they didn't stop. And then the feds swooped them up. Now you ain't got nothing. You can't take that money with you when you go to the feds. You see what I'm saying? Like somebody out here gonna be spending. The only thing you can do is keep on getting what you can receive to you. You see what I'm saying? So I just say this right here. It's the old folks used to always tell me, sometimes in life you got to know when to win. You know what I'm saying? I say that to say, if you feel like if you feel like you comfortable, you got to know when it's time to opt out. You got to know when it's always a time to fold. You got to know when to fold. It's like playing poker. You got to know when to throw that hand in. You know what I'm saying? Nothing lasts forever, especially selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, people gonna be knocking at your door. So you gotta. It's all a mind. It's all a mind thing. That fast money. See, that fast money. You can have that same fast money if you take that same money and invest it in something. Invest it in yourself. Invest it into a business and let that money grow. Let that money generate. And that's about all I can say about that. If you're the same hustling time that you can put into cooking that dope up or going robbing somebody, you can put that same time in to building you a brand and building you a business and generating that population and getting their money out there and start flipping it the legal way.
Right, man. I've connected with a lot of people, man, and a lot of times they're trying to change their lifestyle or change their situation, and they don't really understand the best way to do it, how to go about. So hearing it from a person that's doing it currently, it can give people a different perspective, a different way of looking at things. A lot of times, if we just find a new environment that can adjust our perspective, then we can see a different path out. I try to encourage people to read. If you're not gonna read, get into audio books. Start listening. Get into books of people that teach you about how they built their wealth, because you can take the same street knowledge and dominate the corporate world. You just got to understand how to make the moves.
Right.
It's the same hustle. It's just you just going to get on a platform that's larger and just more strategic, if you will. But you could take them principles that you learn from the street as far as moving and the numbers and all of that, and just apply it in the corporate world and have very, 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 very good success. But you got to constantly, challenge your mind to read, step outside of your comfort zone, get in different environments that you may not necessarily be used to or accustomed to, learn how to communicate with different walks of life, and don't just stick to one particular group of people and think that you're going to become a millionaire off of one small group of people. The world is large. This cell phone in your hand gives you direct access to people across the country. Use that to your advantage.
Right.
You got any thing else you want to say to the people listening to you? You want to reiterate how people can get in contact with you, refresh their memory?
Yes, like I say, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, JV_BIHH. You can follow me on Facebook, JAMORRIS, last name VEASLEY. My email is promise without the E at the end, unique17@gmail.com.
So PROMIS.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, I appreciate your time, man, and much success to you, man. Don't quit. Don't give up. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Get into some books if you can.
Yeah.
And try to connect with some people.
I tell a lot of people that it's good to read. Like I tell everybody, if you read any urban book that you read, or even just not urban, any fiction book, any drug dealer or robber that you ever seen, they always ended up in the pen or dead. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to make your decision. Life goes on after you die and after you go to the pen. It's still gonna be here. It's still gonna keep trending. You know what I'm saying? But you got to know how to be able to pull yourself out that situation.
That's what's up, man. Well said, man. I appreciate you, man, and we'll look forward to connecting with you on social media. And keep grinding, man. You got a story that the world needs to hear, man. You're going to change a lot of people's lives. So please keep going at it.
Okay, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Okay, the topic is about growing up in the hood. Nobody doesn't really understand growing up in the hood unless you actually been through it. Like, I got a couple of friends that lived in the suburbs and they think everything, I think, in my opinion, I heard my mom say this a couple of times, a couple months ago, actually. She's saying white people are more privileged than black people. And I thought about it. I see it. I don't know if this is because if the parents went to school and went to college. I don't know if it's just because they feel like the parents nowadays have to spoil their kids and give them what they want. But I know I was growing up in the hood, you couldn't do that because you got to get off your ass and go get a job.
Interesting. What's your name?
Young Aquarius.
The reason why I asked because the people that listen in, they're not going to know your name unless you tell them. That's the reason why I asked.
Yeah. But my name is Young Aquarius.
So what are the struggles of being in the hood versus being in the suburb from your perspective?
And my perspective, 9 out of 10, I bet you that in the hood, there were some families that probably couldn't afford to keep their lights on half of the time, or, try to get their kids some new shoes. And nobody doesn't see that from the people that's in the suburbs. You got your things and nice cars and all of that, but at the same time you're not going through the same struggles as a person that was growing up in the hood that didn't have nothing, a parent that didn't have two parents in that house, either had a one parent like your mom or your dad just left the mom and left with the kids, didn't say nothing, didn't care, or living with the grandma because the mom is in jail or the daddy ran out from strung out on drugs, or the dad in jail and mama strung out on drugs, or she prostitution and doing all whatever.
Well, I wonder. I understand environments can shape a person's perspective, but at some point, let's say if you are in the hood, at some point, shouldn't there be a desire or at least some kind of curiosity? Is there more? Is this the best that I could do? What is it like to be the people outside of the hood, and some kind of spark or curiosity that would at least provoke a person to want to do better. Is that plausible, or am I just like wishfully thinking?
I don't know if this will answer your question, but I'm gonna try to answer it as best as it like make you understand where I'm coming from and how it will make sense. Okay, I grew up in the hood all through my life. I grew up in the projects. I've been around in the hood, and all through my child life that now I got six siblings, and a child of my own. And basically what I'm getting to that is I graduated from high school. My mom never graduated from high school. My dad didn't graduate from high school. And basically, even though I have a high school diploma and I growing up in the hood, and statistics say this, and if you don't believe me, look it up. But I tell you, you will believe me that most people who grew up in the hood will not graduate from high school because they will drop out. Because the fact that it is they have to take care of their little brothers and sisters, their mama is locked up, or they having financial situations. It could be anything. But I don't know if that answered your question.
Well, I mean, you answered it the way you wanted to. It's cool, I didn't necessarily grow up in the hood, but I know that the way I was living and the lifestyle I was living and the economic freedom that I had was non-existent, and I wanted something different. And so I literally had to change my environment and get into a new place. If I wanted to do something different, I couldn't stay in the same place and keep doing the same things, but expect a different result. That's just not going to work. So, like, I literally had to change my entire environment, move out of the state, and just do something completely different. And then it didn't stop there. I started, because I changed my environment, I understood or learned the importance of reading. And then so I started reading books, But it started with a desire. I mean, I get if there's no inspiration around you, but still at some point, you could be just sitting around chilling or whatever and then just think, man, there's got to be more. And it should spark something.
The crazy part is that what you just said, that it made me agree 100% with you, because I had graduated from high school. My mom didn't graduate from high school, and I was thought so close to drop out of high school until I had people to sit there and push me and tell me, no, you got to keep doing what you're doing.
Interesting. So then, again, the environment is playing a role on the person, like psychologically, right?
Yes. It just depends on who's on what. It just depends on a person's vibe. If they're in a shitty ass vibe, they're going to give you a shitty ass vibe, because They want to see you fall. They want to bring you down because they're not happy.
Right.
And you gotta push those people to the side and say, no, you can't be in my inner circle trying to sit there and make me feel like that because you're not happy. If you're not happy, you can go fix that on your own, but I'm not going to do it.
Right. So I wonder what would it take to change the vibe in the hood, you know? Like, I know different religious organizations at particular times of the year, like Mother's Day and Easter, maybe Christmas or whatever, they'll start going in the hood and inviting them to come to service on Sunday, but it's not a consistent thing throughout the year. So what could be done to consistently keep positive influences in the hood, as well as show people a different way or a different route, and hopefully change the perspective of everyone?
Well, let me tell you this right now. I'm going to answer that, and I'm going to right now. Well, where I stay at, I live in Illinois, and where this town has been, I've been changing on my location with me and my son pretty often. Because I knew there was some things was gonna go down because I could feel it, and I've been watching my surroundings too. So, you know, in a certain city, that some things been popping off. And people dropping dead, getting shot, getting mugged, and all this. People robbing banks, people stealing cars, and it's like, really, like, how? What was really going on? And I think the community has something to do with a lot with it because people end up getting a book, getting arrested, and going on trial, and people getting handpicked out of the community, out around whatever. What it don't matter where you at, Madison County, St. Clair, Calhoun, it don't matter. People are getting arrested because they don't think that the society is sitting out there watching. That's the thing. These young cats, and coming from a 24-year-old, I'm 24 years old, and coming from me, it's surprising because I'm not sitting out here not just doing nothing. While I'm doing something and keeping myself motivated, I'm sitting and watching my surroundings and my P's and Q's because I know there's some people out there watching. They're waiting for me to mess up. They want me to sit there and fall because that's what they want to do. It don't matter where you come from. The community is going to watch you no matter what. No matter what.
You know, here's a suggestion. Be intentional to constantly say positive stuff. To like really, 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 really be purposeful and intentional to constantly say positive things so that you're constantly putting positive energy out around you. So everywhere you go, you're always emitting positive stuff. I understand that a lot of times we are involved or we see negative issues. As soon as we address them, follow it up with something positive so that we can start changing circumstances and environments. You know, if the first step, if we don't have the resources or the assets or the political pool or what have you to make a drastic change or a significant change at one time, then we just got to constantly put positive energy to it. For some people that are religious, they call it prayer. For others, it's just always speaking admiration to it or saying positive things about it and not dwelling on it. Then hopefully around us, and they'll start constantly speaking positive to their surroundings. And, you know, you just create a whole new wave. And maybe that'll be the influence of
That's what
the
I'm
community that you're in.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Basically, the community need to step up their game and reach out to the young kids and tell them, hey, I know that your parents ain't trying to teach you nothing, no disrespect or anything. You can't sugarcoat it with these kids nowadays, because kids nowadays is getting raised to do anything they want to, and their parents think that's okay to be the kid's friend. And no, it's not. It's not like that. You can't do that, because like I said, I'm 24 years old, and I've seen some stuff that I shouldn't even supposed to be seeing. Like, I was in school. There was kids that was around, not even no closer than my age, pregnant. And it's like, really? Like, what's going on with what's going on here? Like, I was raised not to have sex at an early age and wait till I got married. And it's like, all these kids are having the younger kids I see every day, like 12, 13, 14, 15, long that line, is getting pregnant. And it's crazy. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing.
Well, you have an opportunity to do something to change it. So what will you do? What will you commit to from this day forward to see a change?
All it is just it needs to be is that the community need to find that one person that speaks the truth and knows what they're talking about, and gotta have that vibe, that type of people that agrees with you with that, and show and prove that that's what you're about. And then like Martin Luther King, how he did the civil rights movement.
Okay, but I'm asking you specifically, you young Aquarius, what will you commit to from this day forward to make change happen?
Keep on doing what I need to do to show the people that's right.
That's what's up. All right, bet. If people want to follow you on social media, how can they follow you? How can they get in contact with you, connect with you, and go from there?
You can follow me on Facebook, and my name is on Facebook is Little Mickey, and you can find me on there. You can follow me on here. Instagram is Little Mickey too. You can follow me on all about that. So just hit me up.
That's what's up. Appreciate talking with you. Try to connect with you on social media. Thank you for your perspective. Be the change that you want. Holla at you, Big Sam.
Shit, I'm trying to get them talking on the phone. Somebody calling me. But stop calling me. I forgot what I was saying. Somebody like a blunt back up or something. Shit. Shit. Oh, god damn. Holy shit. I think I just morphed. Oh shit. I just came up with a fucking idea and I envisioned that shit. I'm gonna go to open mic with my bass. I'm gonna do an original piece called Practice. I'm gonna do that shit as a video instead of going out. So I would like seeing I probably set them out there on camera. I'm gonna do that shit as a video right now. Cause I got the idea now, so it's gonna be called Hey, what's going on, everyone? I was been saying we are the bachelor and shit, like, and so going on together. I was been saying so I'm gonna finish my film as a original piece. Practice. And I just go over skill in basic way out of tune. Extremely out of tune. And just do that shit. And when I get done, thank you all. Thanks for support. Try to make it like a serious, joking, playful bullshit. I think this is really cool. When you see it, then just hit me up on my Instagram page, Big Sam Presents, and you'll be able to see the whole video, or follow me on Patreon, Big Sam Presents, and you'll be able to see the whole entire video as I just explained that shit. So, yo, I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me and supporting the homie. And if you made it to this part of this podcast, what I'm asking you to do is email me, Big Sam Presents, just like the podcast reads, with the Z on it, at gmail.com. And I want you to put in there at minute number 5:20. 27. All right. 5:27. I told you to email me. You got to put that minute number in there. And I ain't repeating that shit either. That way I know. Oh, this motherfucker really did listen to that whole shit. That's what's up. Cool. I appreciate it. And when you do that, then just let me know what you want. You know what I'm saying? You want me to shoot you out? Give you a shout out. Excuse me. Would you like me to give you a shout out? Would you like to come on the show and do an interview? Depending on where you at, I might come shoot a video. Yeah, you never know. You know what I'm saying? We can work some things out. You just never know. But I appreciate you listening and your continued listening. I'm going to do this for a few people that respond. We'll see how many people respond. And go from there, see what's up, you know what I mean? It's raining right now in Grovetown. The mailman is coming through the neighborhood. Add that in the email. It's raining right now in Grovetown. Like, quote, in parentheses, whatever that shit is called, quotations, it's raining right now and the mailman is driving through the neighborhood, unquote. Put that in there and what I said earlier. And that way I know, okay, this they official. They listed the whole thing, and we'll figure out if you want to do a podcast with me, if you want me to just shout out your business for, several 10, 15 episodes. Again, depending on if you're local or not necessarily local, but depending on how far away. When we come shoot a video of your band or do a commercial, like do a live commercial at your spot, we'll figure it out. That's my way of showing appreciation for rocking with me thus far. I don't mind driving. It just depends on what we doing. you just want to come and handshake, then, I got to make sure the handshake going to be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I like to capitalize on stuff. So I might have to see if I can do some other things on in the things and in the things. Anywho, I'm just bullshitting now. I thought I had to take a shit, but I did. And I just came up in here and smoked. Oh, I got to make the fucking video. Damn. I got to get back in that spot. I'm B Sam, holla at me. I mean, no. What the fuck? Vibe with me. Hey. I'm building a radio station, y'all. 24/7 music. I take that back. It's not going to be 24/7 music. I'm going to do some interviewing stuff on there. I'm working on a guest or a host. We'll see. But I got some shit up my sleeve. I gotta get my fucking camera fixed, but I think I got someone that's gonna help me do some production, so we're gonna make it do what it does. Until next time, I appreciate y'all for supporting me. You are more than welcome to subscribing. Anchor has the option where you can support this podcast by contributing 99 cents a month or $4.99 a month or $9.99 a month. I 100% appreciate it if you did it. And you can continue listening for free, mother sucker. As well as you come to my Patreon page and support me right there, because I swear on everything I love, I got videos that I'm going to upload on there. I'm just trying to figure out a way to streamline this crap a lot easier, because it's just not cutting the mustard right now. So, we're going to see. And I found out I can do live stream from my website on my phone. So I'm going to play around with that, the live streaming, and see what's good with that, what's going on with that. Because if that is the case, and when I get my camera fixed, when I do these bands, we can work out something super cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be some different level type awareness, huh? Come on, talk to me. I talk back. Let's talk money. I talk that. Do-do-do. Da-da-da-da-do. Oh, yeah, the ASMR. That's coming, too. Brushing my hair and shit. I got this barbecue sandwich. I need to go in here and finish eating. Oh, man. I'm trying to let that weed go, but damn it, boy. That blunt was hitting right there, y'all. I need to go on here to boot up one more time. Or just go out and just chill out for a moment. Now I gotta make that video. I'm out, bitches.